Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about products that are not worth it. Products I do not recommend. We're going to start with what's physically in front of me, and then I'm going to talk about products that I've returned. I have basically 6 products to talk about. I'm going to start with one that is okay, but overall I definitely don't recommend it. The Fenty Beauty Diamond Bombs. I have the silver one here in front of me. Originally, I did purchase both the rose gold and the silver. I kept the silver one, but I gave away the rose gold one because they are $40 each, and let me tell you, they are not worth $40. Um, this is just as good as any other like $10 highlighter. It's mostly sparkle and shimmer, not much like pigment per se. But even still, this silver one is has much more of a payoff than the rose gold one. The rose gold one had no pigment, no payoff. It was horrible. I was so disappointed. So these are very disappointing for the price point. Yes, it's a large pan, but guys, it's not worth $40. Do not waste your money. If the silver one is on sale, then get it, but don't buy the rose gold one and don't buy them at full price. They are not worth $40. Very, very frustrating. So that's the first product I don't recommend unless it's on sale. Because, like I said, it is pretty, but it's not worth the price point. The price point's ridiculous. Next is something that I actually mentioned in a best of video just because I thought that this was like okay. But to be honest, this is a very middle of the road, mediocre concealer, and I don't necessarily recommend it. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. It is mattifying to the point of being drying. It like separates. It settles into every line you have. I do not recommend this for dry skin at all. Maybe for oily skin or, just having a cheaper concealer for on the go. But even still, there are plenty of other concealers that are better quality than this. Get any of the NYX concealers, this is just not good, especially because the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation is pretty good. I had higher hopes for this concealer, but it's mediocre. It's not very good, and it looks really bad on dry skin. So I don't recommend this. Don't go out of your way to get it at least. Like I said, maybe if you have oily or, not dry skin, give it a try. But even still, it's very, very much a pain in the ass. So next we're going to talk about this Jeffree Star lipstick, specifically this shade, which is Mushroom Ocean. This was a gift, so I don't know what collection this is from or how recent this is, but so this is this is Mushroom Ocean. I'm wearing it now. I do love the color. It's very pretty, but formula-wise, it's not very good. It's very streaky. It fades very quickly. It like bunches up over time, especially if you do more than 2 coats. Sometimes you have to, but it like bunches up and gets kind of crusty. Again, beautiful color, but formula-wise, this is not worth it. It is not a great formula, despite the pretty color. It's thin. You need to do extra coats, but then the extra coats makes it dry and crusty. It's like a cycle, if that makes sense. To get the full color payoff, you get the drying feeling. So that sucks because it's a very beautiful color. So I don't recommend that. Next is a huge disappointment for me. Huge disappointment. This is the Too Faced Killer Liner Total Control 36-hour waterproof eyeliner in Killer Black. Should be called Killer Gray because even though... Yeah, see, it swatches very black, but you could almost see the gray undertone to it. It's not like a deep, deep black. And on your eyes, it looks so gray. like definitely not a super black color payoff. I don't know. People were saying this is better than the Perversion by Urban Decay. I don't know what those people are smoking. This is a very basic eyeliner. Maybe the lasting power is what gets people. I don't know. All I know is that for me personally, it is not a good pencil. If you're promoting that your product is like a deep black and I put it on my face and it turns gray, we're gonna have a fucking problem. You know what I mean? I can't stand black products that come off as gray. It drives me insane. If you're gonna advertise that it's like a deep black, like you better make sure it's at least black and not gray. So that was infuriating. The next product I'm going to mention I do not have in front of me because I returned it almost immediately. And it's another Milani product. It is the Milani Infinite Matte eyeliner. It's their little... Basically, it's the same brush as my traditional Essence one, which is what drew me to it, because I was like, oh, it's got like a regular like eyeliner brush. So I got it thinking maybe it would be a new favorite, because I tried this on a whim. So I do try different products before I recommend them. And the Milani one, it was thick, chunky, streaky. The brush didn't manipulate very well, so my liner was all fucked up. It was a bad formula. I believe it's like the Infinite Stay eyeliner or something. It definitely has the word infinite in the title. But yeah, it was horrible. It was so bad. I couldn't stand it. Like I said, it was way too thick. It didn't spread very well. It was streaky. It was globby. Like, it was just not good. It was too thick of a formula, too hard of a brush, and just very bad formula. So yeah, that eyeliner was terrible. Again, that's from Milani. And then my biggest disappointment, I think, of all of the ones, I also don't have it in front of me because I returned it. I did give it an honest try. The NYX Blur Skin Tint Foundation. It is a newer product, a lot of viral marketing for it. I gave it a try. The color range was fine. I found my perfect shade. But the actual formula, if you have dry skin, stay as far away from it as possible. It clings to every piece of dry skin. It is patchy on dry skin. It will make you look, the texture it'll give your skin if it's not like perfectly moisturized. And even then, it's very patchy. It's weird because it's like medium coverage, but it's also very thin. So it's a very unique type of patchy. And it's just awful on dry skin. Awful. I tried it without primer and moisturizer. I tried it with just moisturizer, and I tried it with my moisturizer primer combo. I tried it all 3 ways. I gave it a fair chance. It is a terrible foundation. I don't recommend it. Even if you're oily, I don't know. Because even if you don't have dry skin, if you have any kind of texture to your skin, the NYX Blur, it'll show all your flaws. It is just not a good foundation at all, which really sucks because, like I said, the viral marketing for it really pushes it. And, with the amount of units we sell at work, you would think it was great. But through my personal experience, it was a huge letdown. Huge letdown. I think mainly because of the hype around it. But I gave it a fair try. It's just a bad foundation for dry and combination skin. Maybe if you have oily skin, maybe. But I really don't recommend it. It's not worth buying. So yeah, those are the products that I don't recommend right now. This is a quick little video, but I mean, I guess that's a good thing if you don't have a lot to complain about in general, but just a couple products I wanted to warn you about. I would say steer clear of them, to be honest. Just don't bother. But yeah, so thanks for joining me.